How is the political party spectrum in Germany? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I get the question about this. And in March there are 3 state elections in Germany and the states of Baden-Württemberg, Rheinland-Pfalz and Sachsen-Anhalt. And in September there's a state election in Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. And this is quite interesting because there's a new political party out there that by surveys is about the 3rd strongest political force in those state elections. And the whole refugee situation give this new political party a big drive. That's what I'm talking with you about in this video. The new political party is called Alternative for Germany. It was made up during the Euro and Greece crisis by an economical professor, and he's really created this Euro-skeptical party. Over the time, 4 right-wing people took over. He left the party, he founded a new party called Alpha, but this party is not important or out in the spectrum at all. And the Alternative for Germany had a lot of struggle, internal political struggles, what is their opinion and so far. But they had been always Euro-critical and critical against refugees in the last year, and then even more critical against the open border politics of Angela Merkel. Why is this interesting, or why is this party in the rise? Well, when you look at the government at the moment or in the parliament in general, the government with Angela Merkel is made up out of 3 parties. The SPD, the Social Democrats, the CDU, the Christ Democratic Union, and the CSU, the Christ Socialist Union. Out of those 3 parties that are responsible for the government, only the CSU is very critical with the whole refugee situation and with Angela Merkel. The problem out there is that CSU is only available in Bavaria. And the other 15 of the 16 states of Germany, you can only vote the CDU, which is the party of Angela Merkel, and, as you know, is for the open border politics in general. So when you want to vote against open borders and see the whole refugee situation critical, you have in 15 out of 16 states, you have no political party to vote. Because also the other parties in the parliament, in the oppositions, are the left and the Greens. And the left are a far left-wing party, and the Greens, the eco-friendly multicultural party that agree kind of also with the open border politics. So out of those people that are critical with the whole situation now, with the refugee situation, there is no political party to vote. The only party so far is the Alternative for Germany and maybe the FDP, the Liberals, that is also not in the parliament and stands critical against the whole situation, but they are really economically friendly and very liberal in other points, and this makes them not all Germans agree with the other points. So if you are more a conservative person and support to close the borders and be critical with the whole refugee situation, you can only vote so far the Alternative for Germany. By surveys they have just 10%, this means 90% of people disagree with them for several reasons, even if there are more people out that disagree with the open border politics. And before the whole refugee situation came up to this big crisis, the Alternative for Germany had many internal struggles that lead to problems, and that's why they were in the downfall, but now they're in the rise because of the whole situation. What I consider quite interesting is how the other political parties react to it and the whole political situation in general. We have no critical party with the refugee situation out there in Germany. We have no conservative party out there. So those people that consider themselves maybe as conservative and more traditional have no party to elect. They had the CDU, but the CDU turned big left. And yeah, And when you see in TV shows, talk shows, political talk shows, the SPD, the Social Democrats and the Greens in those states where the elections in March are coming up don't want the alternative for Germany in the TV shows. Their political agenda, like many left-wing people, is to ignore, don't see, try to forbid the political party and blame them as intolerant and racist. I consider this a childish reaction. You can, in a political democratic system like Germany there should be all political voices available. In general, you also have really extreme voices on the left and the right side, but normally if it's not against the law, those political parties get only a few votes. So the majority of people don't tend to political extremes in every society. So I don't consider it bad at all if there is a conservative party out there to vote for people that are conservative and more traditional. If you disagree with them, my personal opinion is, if you disagree, you should have the better argument and not try to label someone as intolerant and racist and try to silence his opinion. Because then the people, or more people, tend to agree with those people or with this opinion than with you, because you act really stupid, in my opinion. Some argue or have the point, when you vote the alternative for Germany, it will weaken Angela Merkel and stuff like that. I'm not an expert on that. As I said, I think all political voices should be there out there, as long as it is in the legal state or in the law, inside the law of the constitution. And I consider those far left-wing people a little bit strange when they always try to blame everyone as racist and intolerant. On the other side, the problem with the alternative for Germany is, and that's why they also had the split after they were founded, because they are really far right-wing people. I don't know how far right, but some people that are not dangerous at all. We also have the National Democrats. This is a really nationalistic party. And the alternative for Germany, I don't consider that extreme. You have more people with more liberal traditional values, but also with more national traditional values. As far as it is legal and the political party is out there, they don't breaking any constitutional law, I think they should be votable and people should make their own decision. And as I said, we lack a critical party that make a stand against the whole refugee politics that is going on now. Because Angela Merkel's CDU, even the CSU is in the government, the Social Democrats, and out of the parliament, the left, Die Linke and the Greens all support so far the open border politics. Who should you vote then? Anyway guys, this is the short political party spectrum we have out there. The state elections will be quite interesting. No state elections so far in Bavaria, in my state, but let's see how it changed. And in 2017 we have the big federal elections. What will happen with Germany till then? And what will go on with the migrant crisis, with the refugee crisis. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, till the next time, and cheers!